What's up, brother?
Man, what's going on, Ja?
Oh, we good, man. We out here making that magic.
As always.
What's going on, everybody? My name is Jaheim Jean Noel, and today I'm here to talk with legendary actor, director, filmmaker, all around awesome dude, John Anthony. But before we get into that, I wanted to give a shout out to Modex Studio for sponsoring this video. And at Modex, they have all kinds of cool stuff. We got this gigantic 60-foot wall screen behind us. They have event movie screening. It's a super dope event space. If you just want to wow your guests,
Right.
your peoples, bring them to Modex Studio. But now, John, director, main man of the hour, what have you been up to?
Writing, trying to get set, for the rest of this year and next year. It's just constant grind, just trying to make something happen.
No, I feel you.
Right.
As we talk, you got a few movies in circulation right now, especially the last one we worked on is
Right.
doing real well. The
Yeah,
Lyricist.
The Lyricist. That's doing well. Just left LA a few weeks ago. Got a lot of good reviews, got a lot of good feedback. We have a few going to Vegas the 25th of April to screen it, and hopefully we'll be in New York in July. You know,
That's super dope.
Right.
When you called me on to help you with this project, and I'm not gonna lie, I didn't know what to expect. I was ready. When you brought me the footage and I saw what Colin did, I was like, oh boy.
Colin, yeah.
I don't know if I was up to this. So Colin is the DP that worked on the Lyricist, and just the footage raw, like just looking at them, it was like just pure masterpiece. And I had to put this thing together. And John told me, hey man, I think we need some pickup shots, and Colin is not available for the next few months. And then he's looking at me.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm a filmmaker. I do a great job. People like what I do. But I was so impressed with Colin, I actually felt a little intimidated. Then I had to look at myself in the mirror and remind me who I am. And I came in, shit up, and then here we are.
Right. Hey, listen. Sitting down, in the editing session, and you showed me some of your stuff. I'm like this could work. You know what I mean? Like this could work. And I was sold on it. And like clockwork, we get in the studio, we get on the subway, knock it out. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that was fun.
Yeah, and the beautiful thing is I ain't have to tell you what to do. Like when we're in the independent realm, a lot of the times, man, we have to kind of coach people. Like I didn't have to really do much of anything. My shot list was minimal, and but you came through with your own style and you blended well. Even Colin gave you props.
Man, the high praise.
Yeah.
Colin, and I know you're gonna be watching this, bro. Like I really do appreciate that, because I'm not gonna lie, man. You do some amazing work, and I was happy I was able to keep up. So I guess you are my unofficial nemesis now. I need to, because he does such a good work. I was really inspired, and I'm glad I was able to bring it in, and make everything seamless. So I was very proud, especially how well the movie is doing right now.
Right, yeah, definitely.
Now, the real reason we're here today is John is working on something new, something cool. I'm super excited about it. And then you said you're thinking about starting shoot in late summer 2024, yeah?
Yeah, the end of the summer.
Okay.
Yeah.
So why don't you tell the people about that?
I'm excited about this one.
Me too.
Oh no, I'm a man, right? You know, they tell us we don't supposed to be crying and stuff like that. But this is based on real events. You know what I mean? How I get the story. My uncle, which is one of the guys who helped raise me, right before my father passed away last year, my uncle, I got a phone call from my aunt, who I call mom, and I won't say exactly what she said on camera, but it was an emergency, and something happened with my uncle, and she lost him, and the hospital called and let her know that he was there. Well, he was diagnosed with with Alzheimer's, dementia, and it kind of broke me, especially what he attempted to do to himself.
I'm sorry. How old is your uncle?
My uncle is like 72, 73.
And
No.
that's still pretty young for
Yeah.
that. So that definitely. I'm
Yeah.
sorry, man.
And so, what I did was I was like, as a young man, knocking on 40, it's like if it was me, like how would I like how does it feel? And so as a writer and a creator, I immersed myself, just I dove deep and I started writing his situation from my perspective. And that's that.
Man, I feel like that's definitely gonna be a very interesting story. I'm
Right.
definitely because I'll be honest, because my grandmother had Alzheimer's, and hearing my dad talk about how you sit across from that person that raised you, that love you, and then they don't
Right.
recognize you. I can't imagine that being easy. So I look forward to seeing how the story develop. And again, I know it's I know it's a sad thing that happened,
Right.
but as filmmakers, the way we express ourselves is to create things, and I feel like that's what you're doing.
Yeah. And one other thing that kind of made it, I don't want to say worse, but my aunt, who passed away about 7 years ago, she had dementia. She was my favorite aunt of all, other than the lady who helped raise me, Miss Reese Brown. I love you to death. But Inez, she came from Brooklyn every summer, every spring, and she would come in and she would look and she would like, you always on that machine. I was on the computer. I was like 9 years old. And when she had dementia, she didn't remember me as an adult. She
Oh.
only remembered me as that boy on the machine whenever she would ask about me in the nursing home. You know what I mean? And it's things like that, man, that really pushed me through. And talking to the Alzheimer's Association, days and days to figure out, like, am I tripping? Like, do these things supposed to happen? You know what I mean? And I was able to put that into this character, William, who was a column writer and a very articulate man who uses his brain, and to create things. And now the very thing that keeps him afloat, keeps him going, pays his bills, he's losing that.
I can only imagine.
And so with the help of a friend who I reimagined as my aunt, taking care of her husband, like she helps carry that torch, talk to the doctors about treatments and things like that. And yeah, man. So I legit wrapped my real life, my family, my people into these characters to tell this story, to try to give myself therapy, because even now it's hard, thinking about it, so yeah, man.
I can imagine. Now, what do you hope that this will accomplish? I mean, other than creative goals, having a great film and everything, what kind of message you're hoping that making this film will give to the world, if any?
Well, it's a lot. I've never been the one who was like, you know what, I'm about to do something for this cause, and it pushes me. Right now, this is kind of so this is a dual purpose. Like it's the story itself is creative, you know what I mean? But at the same time, what it is also doing is it's bringing an awareness to Alzheimer's. Like the past 4 months, 5 months that I've been like really into it and studying, it's so many variations of it.
Yeah.
And I don't think people really realize how like your loved ones or even you, if the people are dealing with it, how it really affects you and how it affects the people around you. And it is hard. And so with this, I want people to know that you're always going to have somebody there that's going to be on your side to help you navigate. You know, when you do have a lapse in, you know, memory or whatever, there's going to be somebody there to put it on a sticky note, you know, to put it on the window so you can always know that, hey, you know, this is where we're from. This is how I know you. You know what I mean? And but just give them some sort of comfort. You know what I mean? Because only just thinking when I can't think what my next thought, you know what I mean, needs to be. I can't think of what Winnie the Pooh said. It's like think. You know, and it's just giving people that comfort to know that there's somebody who actually, you know, going through what they're going through. And want to help them by storytelling.
I like that, man. I like where you're going with this, and I'm super pumped to see it. And logistically speaking, I'm sorry, y'all. I'm Haitian sometimes. The words are hard to come out. Logistically speaking, how grand are you trying to take this? I mean, I know us in the indie world, sometimes we call friends, you know, family, like, hey man, I need to make this happen. And it just so happened every now and then we have a budget, investors and all that stuff. How are we looking on this front, like to make this movie happen?
Well, the first stand I'm taking is Kickstarter. And I want a name to this. And the reason being is because, you know, YouTube isn't going to be enough for what I want to accomplish. And I want to make sure that it does get the attention, because a lot of times certain projects just get overlooked because of who's attached to it. That's an unfortunate thing, but that's our reality.
That's true.
And so, you know, with that, I want to get it to the best of the best, you know, to say, hey, this is something that we need to expand. You know what I mean? So I'm thinking big picture. You know what I mean? Doing this and getting the most out of it. I mean, Atlanta's Hollywood. You know, whether we're in LA Hollywood or Atlanta, we're going to knock on everyone's doors. So that this can get, you know, the best that it can, you know? So yeah.
Man, well, all I can say is that I am ready to help you in any way that I can in this journey. I really like the synopsis that you told me about the story. It's very intriguing. I'm curious to see that kind of perspective, especially having lived through a version of it with my grandmother and my father. So that's definitely something that's near and dear to my heart. Also, I'm a creative, you're a creative, and every time we have an opportunity to make a movie, hey, we're in there. Sometimes, you know, wives, they be looking at us, we working our asses off to make a movie that's all about our hearts, but at the end of the day, sometimes the payoff is so huge. The reward can be so much. And I guess we can conclude by saying, I'm excited to see it happen, and then I can't wait to see, you know, how we're gonna execute this thing.
I mean, this summer, I'm gonna make something good, but I'm gonna be linking the Kickstarter link to this video. Everybody hey, follow your heart. No, real talk. This is for a good purpose. We are going to have the Alzheimer's Association behind us, best case scenario. They're waiting for me to give them a call back. I do have other advocates that are going to be joining, and you'll see in later videos on social media about it. So yeah, I mean, let's do some good through visual storytelling, and let's bring awareness to this, and let's just have fun.
Well, guys, thank you so much for watching. You've been watching a conversation piece by Modex Studio. And if you have any questions or any interests about what we got going on, be sure to leave the comments down below or shoot this guy a DM on his Instagram, or me if you're interested in anything that I may have to say. So thanks again for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.